Hey guys, welcome to today's energy update. The first thing I wrote down is we're all becoming much more energetically open and sensitive. We're all becoming a lot more psychic, it feels like our psychic capacities are coming online more fully. And this is something I was really noticing yesterday when I was driving was like, wow, there's just so much information, right? So given that this is what's happening within us, I'm finding it's more important than ever to really find ground, like a sturdiness, like talking to this very rooted tree, and being like, hey, how are you so rooted? What are your secrets? And so any way that we can find ground, sort of just like slowing down, like how can we help the nervous system slow down? Like all of our nervous systems are processing immense and vast amounts of information in every moment right now. So some of the things I'm finding are obviously earth. Can you just get yourself on earth? Can you get your feet in some grass, in some dirt, sand, etc.? Can you find a tree to hang out with? Nature has its own rhythm, its own pulsation, right? Its own vibration. And so because you're taking in so much information, it can get really heady, it can get really ungrounded, it can get really fast. It's so important to align ourselves with energies that are more theta or something. If you like binaural beats, those slower energies, those deeper rhythms. And Earth's got that in spades. So that's one thing. And also containment. Can you find some containment with your energy? It's easy right now because things are so fast and it can get ungrounded. It's easy to leak energy, and that can cause even more of the sense of destabilization or dysregulation, if you will. So can you find containment with your energies? That could help you. That could be supportive. Don't get too neurotic about it, though. I used to do that in the past. I'd get kind of neurotic about it. Gotta contain my energy at all costs. But just let it be kind of something you hold really lightly. Like, okay, could I be a bit more contained? Am I scattered right now? Is my energy going in 10 different directions? And can we just kind of choose to be where we are? Like I was talking about that on yesterday's Patreon video. I was real passionate in that video. I like it when that happens. It's fun. Every video is so different. Every video is such a unique energy because I feel like I'm a different person every day because of just how fast things are moving right now, how much we're shedding. So that's the fun thing about these. They're all so unique and spontaneous. I never really know what the energy is going to do. It just does it. What else did I write? We are evolving faster than our minds feel comfortable with. No surprise to a lot of you. So even if it feels like too much right now, even if you feel overwhelmed, you're still being held by the divine, and life knows exactly what it's doing. Life's intelligence is much more profound, and it's just so beyond our mind's own intelligence of what our mind how our mind thinks things should be going, and what our mind thinks should be happening. It's like life. Trust me, life knows best, and you can trust life. You can trust the divine, even if it feels like you're moving so fast and it feels like maybe too much for you on a lot of days. You are in this divine process, and the divine's holding you, and everything's happening on the divine's timing. Maybe not your egoic mind's conditioning's timing, maybe not your timing, but everything does have a perfect symmetry, a perfect rhythm, a perfect flow, even if it feels different. It's like you are being given what you can handle right now. And sometimes it feels like you're being given 10 times what you can handle. But that's where the divine's stretching you and expanding your capacities. So you're all being held. Everything that you're experiencing is happening for a greater reason. Even if it doesn't make sense to your own personal life, you're like, what the fuck is this happening? Who knows? It is happening for the greater field, for the greater collective, you could say. Chills. Or kind of some chills. We could just say some grace came in. So know that if it doesn't make sense to you on your personal level, like maybe why you're having to go through something in particular, it's for the greater whole, it's for the one, and you're ultimately here for a greater mission, for ascension, for helping humanity, helping the collective evolve and transcend, we could say, the lower evolutionary states it's been stuck in for a while, basically rooted in fear and lack and scarcity and all that stuff. So you're here for a greater reason. You don't have to figure anything out. Like, let that land. Like, you literally don't have to figure anything out. Life's got it. Life's got it sorted. Like, you don't, Craig Holiday said this once, I loved it. He's like, you don't sort life out. Life sorts you out. And so just really let that land. You don't have to figure anything out at all. You don't have to think. Like, things are just happening exactly as they're meant to happen. Your destiny is unfolding one moment at a time. And I found the less you get involved with it, the less you touch it, the smoother it all goes. Just finding this deep acceptance, like, oh yeah, I'm not the boss. I'm not in control of this. Doing some inquiry is nice, but really trying to figure things out, it's just stressful. It's just gonna burn up energy that you probably need to be with what's here. The only thing that life's asking you to do is just to be with what's here. You could say it's gonna show you the next step, or it's just gonna happen. Things are gonna happen as they're meant to, no matter what. You can't stop it. You can't get in the way of it. You can try, but you won't be successful, because you do have a divine destiny and it is unfolding in every moment. And so the more you can just trust life and just because life's living you anyways. Life's working through you anyways, whether you're fighting it or not. You're gonna have the experiences you're meant to have, whether you're like, fuck this, or you're like, yay. It's the same. So the more you can just really let go to life and just let life live you like it's gonna anyways, the more you're gonna feel oneness with what's here, with what's happening. And that's peace, and that's freedom, and that's bliss, and that's joy. That's where those states are found, in oneness with what's here. It's when we're fighting stuff and resisting that can cause suffering. But if you're resisting, let yourself resist. Don't resist resistance either. Okay. Don't want to get too heady. Devote time to resting in your heart space, in your heart center, to help process and clear stuff. Lots is moving through right now. Devote a lot of time to being in your heart center, to being in your belly, to being with your body. It needs the support. You're not being punished. You're in an evolutionary process. Sometimes it can feel like you're being punished when things are difficult, but you're just evolving. You're growing. Growth is painful. Growth is hard. Sometimes it's when we're suffering and we're in pain that we grow the most. Ajay Shante would always make that point. You're orienting towards your capital S self rather than like someone else or your separate self. These energies are helping us orient more towards who we truly are. I guess that's pretty much self-explanatory. Sovereignty is a big theme right now. We're discovering and being shown what still has power over us, like any addiction patterns rooted in fear, patterns rooted in people pleasing, patterns rooted in the need for safety and security. So it's like we're being shown where we compromise on our truth. What we're still enslaved to, what we're in bondage to. Could be an ideology, could be your parents, could be your culture, could be your political party, could be a new age spiritual teaching. It could be a religious spiritual teaching. It could be money. It could be a woman, a man, anyone. It could be a person. It could be literally anything outside of you. And so life is showing you that. What has power over you? I did say this, it's worth repeating. Life knows what it's doing. It can be trusted. Its intelligence far surpasses your mind's intelligence. And no more undervaluing yourself. You are all very valuable human beings. Your time is valuable. Your presence is valuable. Your attention is valuable. Your insight is valuable. Just your existence is an extremely valuable and important thing. That's actually a miracle. Like, you are a miracle. Own your value. No more undervaluing yourself. That's what I wrote. And these parts of you might be coming up that want to be saved. Let them come up and let your higher self save you. Let your true self save you. A lot of times these parts come up and we want another person to save us. We want some kind of job to save us. Want this spiritual teacher to save us. You know, it's like the theme is we want something out there. So something out there gotta come save me. You're your own savior. You save you. You are your higher self. You are the true capital S self. That's what will save you. That's what can be relied upon. No one else out here can save you. They can try, and you can try to save them, but best of luck. Yeah, best of luck. Give it your best shot, but ultimately the only thing that can really save you is your true self. Higher self, God, the universe. All right, you get it. I love you all so much. Every other video is a Patreon video. If you want to stay current with all the videos, joining the Patreon's a great way to do it. Got a little free trial running. Just trying different things, different tiers, mixing it up, going with what's guided. Yeah. Big, warm, loving space for you all over there. Just in general. Big hugs to you guys. See you in the next video. Namaste.